now we're back again. I press the set button, so the ACC is now set to 45. The lane keep assist is not active because there are no lane markings here. It's difficult for the system to perform in such scenarios, but ACC should work pretty fine. So we are following the truck ahead. The truck is roughly doing 35, so we are keeping the distance and following the truck. I'm not doing anything here, just sitting, managing the steering. And this is a good example of how ACC can ease driving in such undivided roads where you're following a truck for a long time. So now the truck picks up speed. I also increase the set speed to 60. So you see the truck is roughly doing 54, 55 now. And we are following the truck. So I've driven this car, MG Aster, extensively on the roads, and ACC seems to work pretty fine. There are certain aspects where it doesn't work so well. So one aspect is for two-wheelers. So now you see the car has braked for the truck which is slowing down, and as it picks up speed, we start accelerating slightly. So yeah, as I was saying, it doesn't work so well for two-wheelers because the cross-sectional area is very small compared to a four-wheeler. So you have to be careful when there are two-wheelers in front of you. It doesn't work for stopped or stationary objects. So if a vehicle or some object is stopped in front of you, then you have to be careful. You have to look at the display, and if there's no car being shown in the display, then you have to take over the braking. And third aspect is mainly if there are no lane markings, then the lane keep assist may not function so well. So now you see that it's braking for the truck. So in this case, yeah, I think I can overtake the truck manually. So let's do that. And now I engage the ACC system again. So set the speed to 670, in fact 75. And now as the car ahead accelerates. So here you see it's braking for this two-wheeler here. So I deactivated ACC. Yeah, this is one aspect of ACC. When there are two-wheelers ahead, it might be a bit irritating. So all you do is simply deactivate, and now you engage the system again. So I have activated the system again. And I deactivate it because I need to overtake this auto, and now I activate it again. So I think this is how you can live with ACC in Indian roads. You need to be careful when you want to keep it active, and also disengage it whenever you feel the situation is not apt. Another big issue is potholes. The ACC cannot detect potholes, so you need to brake manually when you spot potholes, or maneuver your car to avoid the potholes. So, yeah, let's now see how the ACC behaves for a long stretch. I won't be talking much, but I hope you can see the display and also see the car ahead, feel how the ACC is performing here. So my feet are tucked in. I'm just sitting on the wheel, managing the steering. And this is a nice relaxed way of enjoying a long trip on a boring road like this. Yes, so again we see a two-wheeler, and I think the car is slowing down rather too much. So I will deactivate ACC now, take manual control. Overtake the two-wheeler, and now engage the system back again. Set the speed to 80, in fact 85, 90, and now you see the car is picking up speed. And now you see the car has seen the vehicle ahead, and it's slowly slowing down the car. keep this distance ahead. Now you see an interesting scenario. So there's a truck coming, and you see the ACC has failed in this aspect here. It failed to spot the truck entering a lane. So yeah, these are aspects where you have to be careful. This is purely owing to the sensor field of view and how far the sensors can see and how good the fusion system is. So yeah, now I activate the system again. Set the speed to 80, and now we should gently accelerate. So I think the truck is rather too slow. I will deactivate, overtake the truck. Yes, I managed to overtake the truck. Now I will activate ACC again. So this time I set the speed to 75. Deactivate now again because I see the motorbike in front of us, and now I'll engage the system back again.